So welcome back, guys. So this hike is going to the glacier as I promise. Promises made, promises kept. As you'll see, we do make it to the glacier with some crazy stuff going in between, before and after. So this being a 4-hour hike in some of the most rugged Alaskan bush. So instead of shortening this video under an hour, I'm going to show it in 2 parts. I don't like to do it, but I'm going to have to do that, mainly because all the events throughout the hike. Some beautiful areas, struggles in the hike, and really strange noises and a few movements. Watch throughout or go back on a later time. You don't want to miss this one. This is truly my longest and definitely my hardest, as I do climb rock faces, and as does the dogs, the tails. I am muting the first 13 minutes of this hike just because I want, because we have hiked this before on the last video, and I want to be able to focus on possible movements and not be distracted by me and the dogs' noises. So I went ahead and muted the first 13 minutes, and then the sound goes back, and that's when the adventures really kick in. It does get crazy, so watch this one all the way through and then look for part 2, and that has a crazy finish. So enjoy, guys. Bye.
Just grab this tree right there. As it's coming down this wet hill. Jab my hand pretty good. All right. All right, let's keep pushing forward. Another Pacific storm coming in. One after another. It'll be here in a couple hours, but it seems like some of the sleet and rain that we've gotten so far on this being fairly early may start early. What are we looking at? Oh, that's a mushroom. This area is covered in whatever those are. All right. Let's keep pushing on. Hey, bear. Yeah, we might as well do a whoop over here, right? Whoop! All right. All right, I did that whoop about 30 seconds ago, and I just heard a response up here, up that mountainside. I would say 40 yards away. There's no trails up there. I think that happened last time I was here. I was hearing voices, but that was just a like a howl. All right, try it again, I guess. Whoop! Crazy dog, crazy tails. All right. A few more seconds because it was good 30 seconds before it replied or whatever that was. That was not a bird. All right. We're here at the opening, but I believe the trail continues on through there, but it didn't look very passable. So let's go back up and see if I can get across there instead of ending up on the beach. I think that's where I went last time and I went wrong. This doesn't look like it's been used. So I'm saying no, this is not a trail. I don't think that's a trail either. Let's go back to the beach and work it that way, I guess. I don't remember it being this, this steep. I am wearing the wrong type of socks today. I don't remember the spot where I came out last time. All right. These aren't marked at all. So I gotta try to remember the spot. If if I can't. Well, either way I have to. Keeping my eyes open for bears. They have numerous black bears out here. They have what they call glacier bears. I think they have a blue tint to them. Comment below if you know otherwise. That's the Glacier Lake. All right, I gotta remember to go in there. This does not even look remotely familiar from last time at all. The water level is different. The glacier is over that rock face. I'm just trying to keep my eye out, see if there's a trail up. All right. This is also a race against weather. Not a place to rush though. Make some critical errors out here in the bush. All right, I'm not seeing. Come on, Pearl. What are you sniffing? Come on. I don't know if there's a trail up inside there. I do. This does not even look remotely familiar. I was further on that side. I don't know how I got down. If I missed a turn somewhere. All right, I had to walk through that. I didn't want to scale the rocks and put the dogs in jeopardy either. My boots are waterproof, give them that, so far. That's where I want to go, that ledge. Glacier's on the other side, but I have to find the trail again. There's a lot of spots that look like some people have climbed out of, but let's keep having a look. You do have grizzlies out here too. Ooh, that cold wind's blowing right off that glacier. Like I said, it's right over the top of that. I want to get my drone up over the top, but there's some real gusty winds up higher. And it'll blow it right in the lake. This kind of looks like remotely like where I came out before. Let's have a look. Just don't want to confuse it with animal trails. All right, let's go have a look. Well, this branch hasn't been broken, so that's not a good sign. None of this is. I'm just going to go up to this ledge and see if it turns anywhere. Oh. Now, I'm stuck on a tree here with my sack here. All right. No, it's not. Back in a minute. Some icy winds blowing over this lake, coming directly from the glacier. Icy cold. You want to go up that way. I'm not sure how to get up there, but I know the trail is somewhere back this way. This water level changes the whole dynamic. All right, we'll just keep following as much as we can. See if we cross the trail over there that goes up towards the glacier. All right, I think I met up with the trail again. Yeah. All right, let's go, guys. All right, now it goes that way too. Huh, all right, that's not good. No markers, and it splits up. I have no idea if I'm on the right trail, if that other one was. It was pretty muddy, so that's why I took this way. I'm sure they meet up. If not, I'll have to backtrack. Never been out here before. All right, still looks like somewhat of a trail. I'm not sure if it is the trail or a shortcut. It'd be nice if they put markers out here, but we are in the middle of nowhere again. All right, at least I have something to follow back if this is not the legit trail. Kind of looking it, but I wonder where the other one goes. Maybe it goes back up the mountain another way where it came from. Keep going, buddy. All right, he's tangled up on his leash. Let me untangle him. All right, he's all excited because he got untangled. I wonder if this is the legit trail or a shortcut. I don't know. It's going the right direction though. Let's do another whoop. Let's do a hey bear first. Hey bear! Whoop, whoop! 2 for 1. All right. I'm okay because the weather's hanging in there for now, and this trail is better than what I've been on lately. It's not saying much. I think we'll find out if another trail comes and meets me up here, if this is a shortcut. Like I said, some type of marker. You know, the top of the trailhead at the lookout, it said where this goes, but when it splits off in dozens of different directions at a time, and you got the the leaves that fallen covering up the trail, doesn't help. All right, straight up ish. The last time I've been to this glacier, this lake was frozen. And For about over there, we walked across the lake, walked right up to the glacier, went to the ice caves. You can hear the cracking of the ice as you stand there. It's pretty intense, pretty frightening. So you back away for a little bit. And all right, we're going up to the mountain. Cliff face is right there. Let's see what happens after this. Still working our way to the cliff face. Come across this. Freshly dug up soil. I'm assuming a bear's been digging here. Hey, bear! All right, let's get to that cliff. Bring you back in a minute. All right, gotta make it across this slick overflow. And it is slick. I don't think now there's a trail that meets up with this. I think this is a legit trail. I may be wrong, we'll find out, but I am hearing sounds up here. Before they were down back this way, now they're up here below the cliff. And possibly a trail, maybe somebody on it, but I didn't see anybody at the trailhead. Didn't see any vehicles. Just me, the tails, and you guys. Come along for the ride. Appreciate it. I don't know if you heard that. That's coming up from, I want to see up that way. All right. Find out soon enough. There's more area that was dug up right here. It's a squirrel warning. These rocks are incredibly slick. These trees, that's like the second or third tree I've seen on this trail that have been conveniently slapped to cover the trail. Just saying. These wet leaves also make everything slippery. Well, this is getting sketchier by the minute. All right. Oh. I've already slid down twice on my behind. Man, these rocks are getting slipperier too by the climb. I hope I'm going the right direction. That's a heck of a hike back, a ways away. And I may end up battling weather on the way back. We'll see. Try to be a little optimistic. All right, we're gonna do another whoop right up here. There's kind of a large print. It is a trail though. Whoop, whoop. It echoes off those cliffs. I did get one response earlier, about 30 seconds after I did it. This area right here is covered by the glacier. Probably, I don't know, 50 years ago. I think there's a sign that will tell us, hey, it's always a good sign when you're in the middle of nowhere and don't see a sign. It's my first sign. All right. What opens up here? Beautiful area. Sketchy, but beautiful. All right. I wasn't far off. So right here, 1976 is where the ice was. Straight across that way. Now it's way on the other side. That looks like the next marker. That's nice to see. It's, I don't know, you're in the middle of nowhere in Alaska. You're on a trail and by yourself, nowhere, I don't know how many miles away from civilization or a person that I know of. And the only sign of civilization in the past is that, you know, the worn trails, but when you see markers like that, if you see that, the orange marker, for fluorescent. Yeah, sorry, my lips are still frozen or cold. Oh, there's some type of pond over here. I don't know if that's a beaver pond or a... Let's pop over here real quick while we can. We're early enough in the day. My issue is it's a beauty. I wonder if there's any fish in this. I'm sure this freezes solid as a rock. All right, that's where we want to go. Right up that way. So let's head that way. Maybe we see the ice from over the other side. Still got to get there. All right. We'll be back in a minute. All right. It looks like this cliff face goes up to that fluorescent marker. And there's a boulder right in the way. What looks like it's the trail. But I was saying, these markers are a godsend. Even though it's not saying much. But oh, you can see the beavers have been working on this stuff in the past. Wow. Okay. This is sketchy. Yeah, this is a beaver dam right here. You can just see by the chew marks on most of them. All right, I think it goes straight up. Let's do it. Hope you guys are enjoying this. It's harder than it looks, but that's what I do. I haven't seen, but I've heard that sound. I've done a few whoops. I thought I got that response. Seen some sketchy breaks, but nothing positive for sure, obvious. So keep on towards the glacier. Maybe we'll come across something there or on the way back. Usually don't film a lot on the way back. just to get back, beat the weather, but definitely will film if I come across anything. All right, so I came down this way, back around that inlet, up that, back that way, up that mountain from the other side. And I believe that mountain, the Mount McGinnis, the snow on top, there's a marker, hopefully. Now I appreciate you guys coming along, like I said a bunch of times. Some people can't get out in these areas, let alone able to traverse these terrains, so I kind of take them with them. So that's the top, and I don't know where the trail goes. I literally do not know if it goes up this, down here. It looks like that's the trail up to here, but what do you guys think? From what you can see, I don't think that's it there because it goes down into the bush and a rock. So right here, maybe up here, or people take shortcuts there. I think, let's give this a try. Right here. Hearing a seaplane in the distance. Oh boy, I don't think that's a trail. That's definitely not that way. Come on, Pearl, this way. That's too sketchy. I think if we can work our way up on top, we'll find it either way. Oh, man. You guys okay? All right. How they make it easy, look easy. All right. Yeah, there's the marker over that way, so I'm curious where the trail was. I doubt that was the trail, but let's find the path of least resistance here. Oh, sorry there, Barkley. Stepped on your leash. Got their leashes on. I know they can get snagged, and he wrapped himself up with it once, but gotta grab them in case I come across a lynx or a mountain goat up here. But you know, there's black wolves out here, and there's grizzly bears and tons of black bears. So let's do a hey bear real quick. Hey bear! He is echoing off the rocks. All right, here's another marker. 1980, so from 76 down at that marker, if you could see it, to here. What was that, 4 years that went that far? That's not good. All right, I see the next one up there. Let's see if I can find the trail. Can't really see trails on these boulders, these rocks, but kind of look for the shiny spots where people have walked on. Yeah, that must have been on the trail because I don't see any other way. I don't think it would go up that way. But, all right guys, that's our goal right here. And it's straight up, so check you out in a minute. Oh, I have to show you this. It's straight up. Come on, Pearl. Can you do it, baby? Oh, that's gonna be rough. All right, I got you. Barkley, you've been up and down a couple times, buddy. I have no idea how to get up this rock face. Man, there's a few possibilities. Let's get up and walk around to the shiny spot. That's probably another way up. But, I mean, how many years ago was this sitting under ice for, I don't know, billions of years? All right. Juneau is way over that mountain, give or take. All right. Whoop. And quartz veins. All right, up to another level. We are probably, I don't know, halfway up this cliff. Maybe not quite, but oh, I just want to get to the top because it's slippery. I don't know if it's up through that way. Looks like people go that way, but I think it's this way. You right, Pearl? That's all right. They got 4 legs. I got 2. All right, we're doing it. This is gonna suck coming down. I don't know, comment below what you think it's easier to go up or down. Stuff like this. I think it's easier to go up. I have not seen a soul, not one person today. All right. Well, guys, hope I didn't bite off too much on this. There's another marker. Somewhere up there where I'm pointing. Hard to see on the camera. Oh, all right, guys. Straight up. All right, give me a thumbs up for this one. At least the attempt. I'll tell you when I get up there. I'll show you when I get up there. I need both hands to get up this. Just about there. All right. Come on, Pearl, let's go. Come on, babe. Let's go up. It'd be nice if there was a trail instead of just rock climbing. It don't look like it. Nothing on this one. There's no way up there. Dude. This might be it, guys. That close to the top. Can't get to the top. This is, don't worry about the dogs, don't worry about me. This is really slick and wet. And there is no trail, it's a rock face. All the way up. May have to call it. I'll see. I'll let you know. Hang tight. That was stupid. But yeah, we came right down from there. Let me adjust my pack. I'm pretty sure there's not another way down, but it is what it is. That was sketchy. Maybe not my smartest thing to do. That one will not be done again, I guarantee you. So stay here, Pearl. Ice limit 1985. Straight across. Straight across. That's we were down over there. We came out around. We came out around there, over that over that range. Stay here, guys. Yeah, it's a cliff face right here. Come here. Come on, let's go. Let's finish this. See a rock pile up there. There's some type of marker. All right, I'll keep you going on this section. All right, as we summit this summit here, there's actually higher places up there, but holy, I am not going to climb any higher. This is sketchy as it is. If I don't have any wind, I can put the drone up. I think I see part of the glacier from here. I tell you, it was easy to walk across a frozen lake. So 1985 was right here. All right, another marker. Just not sure how to get to it. Oh, looks like it's this way. Well, you know, you're wary when you are happy to see worn down trails where a lot of people walk. You won't see that very often. These are kind of the times. My wife does know where I'm at. She can follow me on the tracker. All right. Yeah. Well, there's another rock face. I don't know which way to go. Let's have a look. Huh. I do see right over that edge right here a piece of ice from the, all right, I think it's this way. Come on, Barkley. That's got to be some cold water. Surprised it's not frozen yet. All right, that's my phone's beeping. Come here, guys. Stay with me. All right. Looks like the trail goes that way. All right. Another marker over there. So let's. Oh, I see the glacier. We're about there, guys. It's pretty dirty, but it had a rough winter, rough summer. With flooding and the dams breaking, glacier dams flooding the town. I think that was on the national news. All right. Hi. Yeah, I'm already thinking ahead and dreading the climb back or climb out, especially that one cliff face. I worry about the dogs more than myself. All right, looks like there's a trail there and here. Let's go. Comes out at the same place, I guess. Don't need an accident. They have quite a few out here and people get rescued out of here. I think they average 25 rescues a year. I don't know if that's a year or 6 months or quarterly. I can see it. I'm hoping to stay off that list. Yeah, I'm not going to try to push my luck much farther today. I think I did enough. Promises made, promises kept. All right, guys. There's the glacier. Right there. We can get a better view around this corner. Looking pretty dirty. You can hear the roaring waterfall over there. It's pretty loud. Work our way to this other marker. It's not windy up here so far. That is nice. Weather is looking pretty sketchy over there though. So I'm not gonna hang out here too long. Don't need to go down a cliff face in a rain or sleet storm. All right, guys, here we are. We made it. Now, last time I was here, this ice was about there. here. And that was a good 4 years ago, so it moves that far in average in like 4 years. So I think this is where the dams are. What happens is these rocks form a lake behind it from the melt, and it fills and it breaks and it floods this lake, which floods the valley. So last time I was here, I don't know if you can see, you can go up inside those ice caves, but I tell you, that's sketchy. So this ice falls into the lake, and I've climbed on those from a kayak before, you know, further down this way. But there was quite a few of those. You can see a few right there, barely. I'll try to get my camera and zoom in. There we go, you can hear that waterfall. It's really raging pretty quick, right there. Ice limit. We're gonna rest here a while, do a few things, and head back before that. It's getting kind of gloomy there. 1996, and I think I was here in 17 or winter of 18 into, or 17 into 18. I think was the last time. I think the ice was right, I'm guessing right here. But you can see when it's frozen, maybe we'll do that this year if I'm here in town. We can walk right up to the glacier. And people do, and you can follow their trails, and it's really nice. It's Thunder Mountain. I don't know if this camera shows it, but that's all ice. Nothing's up there. That peak up there is where a lot of people climb. Big time mountain climbers. And yeah, so, and quite a few never come back, unfortunately. Like I said, I believe that's Mount McGinnis way up there. I think with the sky, the color and the snow, you can't really see the top, but man, this goes all the way up and around and goes into the ice fields. Go back this way and goes for like, you know, the size of 5-6 states, or maybe more. It's a guesstimate. So I'm still looking for the bears, the glacier bears they call them. Now, I don't know if you could see it, probably not. I'll zoom in with my camera, but there's another marker over there and one down this way. And that's probably going all the way over the cliff face. And I don't know if you can still get that way or just get closer. And I have no want to get closer. Maybe I could take my kayak in here and I can get all the way up to, it'll take a while, but I can make it to the glacier. Maybe I'll show that on a video. Anyway, it's getting kind of gloomy, guys. I said I'd take you to the glacier, and this is as good as it gets. I am not climbing. That's sketchy. I don't think that's even accessible. This is not accessible. You have to get flown in by a helicopter or kayak in or go when it's frozen. But anyway, I said I'd show it. There we go, guys. Let's do a few whoops out here because it should carry. Whoop! There is nobody here. Whoop! Whoop! Oh. Let me be hearing things. These glaciers also cause a lot of earthquakes. When I lived right pretty close to the glacier here on the other side of that lake, we got quite a few earthquakes and we couldn't figure out what it was, and after a while we figured it was collapsing inside or boulders collapsing inside. And they carved all this out just recently. But that much movement, I mean, you can't imagine how how treacherous that is.